All right, y'all. So, this video here this is a good video. This shows how we typically move behind the scenes in Straitway. This is, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these videos, but this is what goes on behind the scenes in Straitway. Um, you're gonna see how we move as brothers, some of the things we do, and just how beautiful and how pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity. And um, how it's edifying for everybody involved when you truly come together into a brotherhood, not something on social media where you see these brothers, we're here in person and we're putting in work. And what you're going to be seeing in this video is it starts out, it's going to open up with the van that we replace the engine on as a assembly, with all the brothers. So the brothers learn, a lot of brothers, that was their first time ever removing an engine or installing one. So it was just a good experience for them. And we got a couple brothers that are endeavoring on pursuing a career as auto mechanics. One brother is actually already on his way. He is an auto mechanic. He's employed and everything. Another brother was just considering it, and he mentioned it around me. So I just invite him to come out with the rest of us and just get this experience. And that's what it's about. All right, we up here to show you what we got going on. This is Big Blue now, or Big Gray. Hey, can you pop the hood, Umber? So, show you what we got going here. The engine removal and replacement is complete. For the most part, we still got a couple other things to do. I gotta get the correct dipstick and stuff like that. Umbre's getting ready to put the seats in. So the brother there, Brother Umbry, he is a very serious-minded brother when it comes to the word and when it comes to brotherhood. And a couple years ago, when we were down there in Florida, I actually showed him how to rebuild the engine. I literally let him do the work. I just guided him through it. And he actually rebuilt an engine for a Ford F-150. And, we installed the engine as an assembly and got the engine in the car and cranked it up. And we drove that car for years. I think somebody got in an accident with it. And that's how it met its final demise. But it's just a testament to how serious-minded some of the brothers are we have in our assembly. I'll show you the old engine. These are the old engine mounts. That is the old engine. What we're going to be doing today is me and the brothers, we're going to tear into this engine so I'm going to show them, the insides of an engine, how an engine comes apart. So we're going to tear into it. Brother Chris is working on getting this lawnmower started. And here, I'll crank this up so y'all could hear it. Starts right up. Hear that kitten purr. Runs good. Something I wanted to tell you about the engine we got in it. We got from this place. It's called, see, there go the seat going in. The engine we got, I'm going to show y'all this. Let me see if I can find that thing with the tag. Okay, we got it from this place called LKQ. And LKQ, basically, they have something set up with all the junkyards for the most part in the nation. And you go on their website and you could buy a used engine off them. So basically, and they warranty the engine. So you buy the engine, they guarantee, they warranty it that it's good to go. And, hey, use a long needle nose if you can't get it.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to pick it up and get in there deeper. I tried it.
That hose goes in there?
Yeah, it's right in there.
Oh, you got it?
Well, I'm trying to get it.
Oh, okay.
Some gasoline.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm trying to be very careful with that.
All right, let me see.
I ain't get it.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so you could get a used engine from them. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna finish putting this back together a little bit. We're gonna clean up Pastor's garage because Pastor let me use this garage. So we're gonna leave it better than we found it. We're not just gonna organize this. We're gonna organize everything the best we can. Make it nice and neat for them because we appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna just park the van out of the garage, so the garage is available for anybody else who might have a use of it. So we're gonna be doing that. We have some more work we're gonna be doing on Pastor's house down there. And something else we had to do. So we'll see. All right, with that said, shalom. All right, so what y'all about to watch is basically you're gonna see me showing the brothers how to tear the engine down, and you should actually pay attention and watch this. I think it's gonna be pretty informative for you. There's a lot to be seen here, so definitely check this out. And this one here, this ain't a video where you can just listen to it. You'll learn listening to it, but you need to watch this one because this is the part you're gonna see now. We're actually tearing into the engine, and there's a lot to be learned. About this right now, you might not know a whole bunch about this, but what's good, you're gonna do this. But if you really want to get understanding with this, I'm gonna explain this stuff to you, and then what you need to do is go watch it on video. Go watch videos on valve cover. Go watch videos on removing a cylinder head. And now you already got the working knowledge, so it's gonna really broaden your understanding of what's being done, okay? Anything you point to on here, I'll know what it is. So if you got any questions about what anything is, I'll know what it is. Like this, we've actually replaced one of these. This is the oil pressure sensor, okay? But yeah, ask questions. He's also very knowledgeable because he's went to school for it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, with that said, y'all can go ahead and remove the valve covers. Once y'all got those removed, let me know, and we'll move on from there. What I try to do in our assemblies, we try to expose people to all types of things, like different jobs and stuff like that. Hey, I don't want you doing anything at all. And all I'm gonna do is check your hands, and I'm gonna know. Their hands may be dirty as shit,
I got gloves.
Huh?
I got gloves.
Well, don't do nothing though. you know how to do all this, so. But we try to expose people to stuff like they're down there doing low voltage electrical wiring. You talked to me about the engine stuff, so we invited you out to check that out. Yeah, so we had another group of brothers, Brother Tony and some of the other brothers. They went down to Pastor's house to finish doing the data cabling and doing all the data wiring in his house. And that's another thing that we do as an assembly. We do a lot of data-based stuff, IT stuff, you could say, installing servers, surveillance cameras, access control, you name it. We do that. That's another thing that we do. And brothers who have a willing, teachable spirit, we get them involved in that also. So we actually broke into two different crews to do that particular day. But we try to do all types of stuff, because then you might be like, man, I like that. And then, or you might be like, nah, that ain't my thing there. So,
Hey, Mike, you think I can replace my shock on my car too?
Yeah. Yeah. Got time for that. But let's do this first. I want you watching these guys.
All right. So
Okay. So,
I'm gonna grab my not dirty
and
glove.
you let him do the other side, Joe. And what? John.
You're Joe now.
Now, what you want to do is, if it comes off, so there you go.
There goes the gas.
I guess you don't got to bag and tag that. That'll be fine. But anyway, any bolts we pull off, we bag them and we tag them. We mark what they are, so we remember what we're doing. All right, that's good.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then go back 5, 6.
And I'm gonna work on this video I've been doing for.
Yep. And this is the engine. Okay. So how do you know which one is the intake and which one is the exhaust?
Because what I'm looking at, this is the intake port.
Yeah.
And when I look at it, it goes that way. So it's going over to this valve. And this is the exhaust port. So if you look in that hole there, that hole probably goes kind of that way. You have to look in the hole.
Oh, this one right here?
Yep. You might need a flashlight or whatever.
Would you
A couple turns at a time. Don't do too many turns. You want to kind of slowly walk it off. Otherwise, because there's spring pressure on there and you could twist that bar. Damn, look how burnt this side. Look how burnt that side was. Good night.
So what do you mean by burnt?
Because normally it should look like this. See that metal down there? It should look like that, but that shit burnt. So, yeah, this engine was well due to be replaced.
How many miles did it have on it?
A shit pot full.
300,000.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just gonna slowly walk it out. So you're gonna go give this a couple turns, this a couple turns, this a couple turns, this a couple turns, this a couple turns. You gotta kind of stagger it so it comes up equally. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, do the other side.
All right, I'm gonna start working on this video.
Wait, so help me out here. So I gotta do this one first?
Yep.
And once I'm done with one,
Go ahead.
I'll do the other, right?
So
I'll take it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, right? You got these 4? It doesn't feel like you got this one.
All right, so the brother in the gray shirt is Brother Martez, and he actually has went to school for auto repair. He's got a job doing it now, so he's well on his way in his career, and it's definitely an asset having a brother like that around, because I can literally lay out work or whatever, and he can almost be like an assistant or head up certain things. So he was definitely integral in doing the work that we did on this engine change on this van.
Lifters, this is right here. These rods right here. Then you got the springs and the valve seating. This is what, you know, when it goes up and down, it's doing 4 combustion strokes, so it'll go down. I think the first one was it sucks in air. And then the second one.
So you have the intake stroke,
The intake stroke. Then you got the
compression stroke,
Then you got the combustion stroke.
combustion stroke, and then the exhaust stroke. Yeah. And you'll actually see that when we do this. That's why they call it a 4-cycle engine. Y'all understand that? If you don't, let me know. This is called. Okay, so the brother you see there on the right with the blue shirt, he's a brother. We were just having a conversation during fellowship at the Shabbat, and he was just saying how he was interested in going into the auto repair field, and I just let him know, hey, it's a perfect opportunity. I let him know what we had going on, he said, "I'll be there." And sure enough, he was right there on time with bells on, ready to go. Man of his word. He came out there, got his hands dirty, got really involved. He learned a lot, and it was a good opportunity for him to see, hey, is this a career I really want to get into? Is this something that I'm interested in? And from what I saw, he was very interested in it. So, I'll be talking to him soon. I'll probably get him on here on the show to see, hey, where are you at with this? How are you moving with it? But again, this is what brotherhood looks like when you see it. And this is just one aspect of brotherhood. I'm going to be showing you other aspects of brotherhood. And this is what it looks like. When you're obedient to the word and you do what the word says, I don't care if there's differences or whatever. If you're obedient to the word, do what the word says, you're going to have some solid brotherhood. A 4-cycle engine, because the piston in it, the intake stroke, it goes down and it pulls air into here, okay? And then when it comes up, both of these are 2 valves, they're closed, and it compresses the air. And then it sparks, fuels at it, and it sparks, and it explodes, and it goes down on the power stroke. And then the exhaust valve opens and it pushes all the burnt gas out on the exhaust stroke. Clear as mud?
Yes, sir.
I thought it was.
I don't remember about the piston, but I just pulled up a video of crankshaft so they can see what a crankshaft looks like since they never see it today.
All right, so the brother you see showing us the illustration or whatever of the engine, that's brother Tony. And again, he is a solid brother, been rocking with us for years. Him and Umbria are like the picture of selflessness and teamwork, the way they operate and move. And they are those are the first 2 brothers who got behind me and supported me when I started Straitway, Florida years ago. They supported me 100%, and they've been unwavering to this moment. You know what I'm saying? To this very day, they have been unwavering. They've been solid. When it talks about there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother, that's these 2. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and Tony, he's older than me. Very wise, very humble. And like I said, he's brought a lot to this assembly with his mindset. So we're gonna do boom, 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 pull this whole thing out.
Right.
Yep. And I think what you want to do is walk it out little by little.
Isn't there a sequence so it doesn't bend?
Right, that's why I said walk it out. You probably want to go bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
and just stagger it. You don't want to go here a little, here a little, here a little. You want to go bam, maybe bam,
Maybe
bam,
1, 2,
bam,
3, 4,
and then come
5,
back the other
6.
way and untwist that a little.
Yep.
Yep.
Probably 8 mil.
And how it pushes the pistons up and down.
You got it on the video? Okay, cool. You got good.
That's the crankshaft right there.
Yeah.
So, on your car, Ronnie, y'all might hear him talk about a rear main seal. You heard him talk about that? If you take off this flex plate here, okay? If you take off this flex plate, and you can see it, give me that light, Marquez? You got it. Okay. If you see that seal right there? Can you see that, Ronnie?
The black seal?
Yeah, that's the rear main seal. And the reason why it's a nightmare, and our rear main seal was leaking on here. In fact, we'll probably pull that off. Hey, can you get a socket on our impact to knock this off real quick? We're gonna take that flex plate off, I'll show you. Our rear main seal was leaking on here. See, you can see right back here where it was leaking at. And rear main seal is a nightmare because you gotta pull off the transmission and the flex plate and then replace that seal on there and then put it all back in. And now this is the front seal. Sometimes you'll have this leaking. You pull off this harmonic balancer. This is a harmonic balancer. And what this is, the reason why they call it a harmonic balancer is because there's harmonics in this engine. It's a type of vibration. And you see the way these are staggered so the engine runs as smooth as it can. There's still vibration because there's a gap in between these. So there's still a vibration. And this compensates for it. So you see this big metal ring here? If you notice, if you look close, you see this here?
Yeah, that's the seal.
It's rubber. This whole thing there's a rubber thing between it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This way. Just watch what I'm doing here. See, there's rubber. You can see it all the way around there. It's rubber. It goes all the way through. And it compensates for vibration in the engine. It makes the engine vibrate less. So that's why they call it the harmonic balancer. But you pull that off and see right there? Right there, there's a seal. You know, it's so damn dirty you can't even tell, but trust me, it's there. All right, did you get all the bolts out? So these, see these are your rockers. Hey, hand me them pliers right there. Needle nose. Needle nose. You don't know your, yeah, you have to learn your tools.
Yes, sir.
I guess they don't come out like this. Normally they do. It might, a lot of times what happens, dang, that shit's thick. You smell that burnt oil?
Mm-hmm.
It smell like goddamn fish or something. And that's how you know an engine. That's how you know an engine is in bad shape. When you smell all that burnt oil. Yeah, this probably comes out the other way. You probably got to pull the crank out first or something.
Where we label these screws?
Huh?
We label these screws.
Just put all that in the bag. I don't even know the phone. Those would be called here. If this gets too hot and it overheats, and your water gets too hot, it'll mess up that gasket.
How do you avoid something like that?
Well, when you have a leak on your, checking your coolant levels, making sure your coolant system is serviceable, like the rubber hoses on it and all that. Make sure all that's good to go.
There you go. Just go. Keep going. So I'm just gonna pull it back. Hold on. Go.
Put it up near it. Put it up near it, Umber. There you go. Tilt it. Tilt it straight up. Bro, what do you want us to do? You want us to reset the wood here?
Yeah.
But y'all got it flat? There you go.
Oh, that transmission fluid smell like fish, boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oil in it.
Hey, y'all. Let's get on. Park. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, that concludes, our behind-the-scenes look at how the brothers at Straitway operate. That is kind of a typical day of when we all get around each other. Now, that particular session, I guess you could call it, you saw there though, it was a lot of teaching. We weren't really getting after it working, but the reason why I'm making that point is, you know, when it's a teaching period, everybody's a lot more serious. But when it's just us working, man, all you hear is laughing and joking, and it just it's a blessing. The brothers enjoy working around each other. It's a pleasure. It's almost like a fellowship. So, and like I said, I have more videos coming, and we also have a video coming up. It's gonna be a behind the scenes look of the sisters of Straitway and the daughters. So it's gonna be very good, very insightful. And it will definitely be these videos like this are definitely a welcome break from the drama you see out there on social media. You know, so we just want to give y'all something else because, you know, what they got going on out there on social media is not what we have going on in our lives here in Straitway.